The man with the Rictus grin is back. Not content with a failed invasion and occupation of Iraq and Afghanistan, not content with presiding over the deregulation of the financial system that resulted in the GFC, not content in losing $2 trillion with both of those two policy mistakes, thousands of British lives, millions of Iraqi and Afghan lives, he destabilised the Middle East and became, listen to this, after his premiership, the Middle East peace envoy. And while he was the Middle East peace envoy, we saw more invasions and attacks into Gaza. We saw the creation of ISIS, the fragmentation of Iraq, Syria, and the destabilization of the whole Middle East on behalf of Israel. This guy, history of success has been woeful. You can get some great analysis on Novara Media. However, I'm not really talking about the analysis of Tony Blair. We all know how cretinous this man is. And like I said, get the information from Novara. What I'm going to be talking about is the hope that this man brings. Once you see Tony Blair, you know a policy is going to fail because this man has only got a history of failing at policy. He makes himself richer and he has enriched himself tremendously. His net worth is now 60 million US dollars. Now think about it, a former barrister with that type of wealth after he leaves the premiership, well, that's all about corruption. When I watch channels or social media from the electronic intifada, I don't see Israel getting its own way. They're being fought every single step of the way. They don't have a branch to dictate what's happening. They've fucked up. They've got themselves into a quagmire that they can't extract themselves from. And the more they go in there, the harder it gets for them, the more the West starts to hate them. The more people that are mobilized against them. Their power structures in the West are now crumbling and their army is crumbling over there. Tony Blair is not a sign of strength or a global conspiracy. He's a sign of weakness. And that weakness will be exploited both because the reality on the ground in Gaza and the reality in the West, where this man is one of the most hated politicians in the world, is coming in, and these are the people that are aligning with Israel. So keep your faith. Remember, when you see Tony Blair, do not think to yourself, oh no, there's a conspiracy, how is this guy going to do it? This man is a sign of weakness, and we will exploit that weakness.